What is up, Jump Rope Master? I'm back, you're back, she's back.
We all back.
We all back. And we are back.
It's a lot of backs.
Yeah. With another jump rope tutorial. And of course, this is what the course is all about. We are learning jump rope tutorial moves and stuff. Y'all ever done jumping jacks?
Most likely you have, I would assume. But today, we're taking a lot of what you learned in jumping jacks and putting it into a jump rope move.
So it's called side straddle or jump rope jacks, as some people call it.
Both names work.
Yeah. So we're not doing the arm portion. The arms will be in basic balance form, as you will learn, see, and hear. But the legs are jump rope jacking, if that's a word.
It is now.
Yeah. And sorry for my long pause earlier. I literally be doing that. Like, I'll ask a question and wait for a response. But as you can see, my better half, she picks it up.
That's what I'm here for.
Exactly.
Awkward long pauses.
Awkward long pauses. And we know that's why y'all here too, you know, to see us act awkward on camera. So,
but you're also here to learn about this move.
Yeah, and the benefits of this move. Rebecca, let them know what's up.
Yeah, so this move, it'll dramatically increase your coordination and agility, and it'll help your balance as well. And it's also gonna help strengthen your inner and outer thigh muscles.
Yeah, so when it helps your inner and outer thigh muscles. You know, a lot of these are your stabilizers, your abductors, your adductors. So with that being said, it helps increases that stability and that center of gravity. Remember how we're saying with the basic bounce, you know, you want your legs right there beside each other. If you're a little wobbly, this move is a good one to help, you know, stabilize you on your 2 feet, you know what I'm saying, and get that center of gravity to where you can even start moving your legs out a little bit more, you know, with some of these moves, and you don't have to go maybe inches and so apart from each other, you know. And then it also helps with your lateral shifting capabilities, so scampering left, scampering right, and it helps with speed and the changing of directions and stuff, just because you're working on those inner and outer thigh muscles and how you're jumping on your feet as well, you know, so you're getting the benefits of the inner and outer foot at the same time, strengthens those ankles, get that stability going there in those ankles and everything. So without further ado, because I forgot this last time, but without further ado, let's get into the how-to.
Hey.
And right, just like always, we got our body demonstrator right here. That's Rebecca, right, who's going to demonstrate without the rope.
All right, so as we already know, we'll start in our basic bounce, right? Get back into our basic bounce form.
So arms are, of course, pointed out to the sides.
Keeping our feet together. So if you want to take a couple of jumps just to get that jumping motion, that's great. But the first thing of the side straddle is our first jump is going to be spreading our feet apart from each other. So like right now, my feet are very close to each other in basic bounce. They're like an inch or two apart. They're super close. So on this next jump, I'm going to jump and spread my feet just a couple inches outward to the side. So now my feet are maybe 4 to 6 inches apart from each other.
So if you're a blind and visually impaired jump rope master, when your left leg is going to go towards 9 and your right leg is going to go towards 3.
Yes.
Long story short. Make sure your toes are staying forward though.
Yep, we're just moving side to side, like we said, lateral shifting.
It's just like jumping jack legs.
Pretty much, just a little closer together. So again, now my feet are a little wider apart. The next jump, I'm gonna bring them right back into the middle. Just like we said, just like jumping jacks, just a smaller. I'm not going too wide like this, like we usually do for jumping jacks. Because let's see, if I have my rope in front of me.
How wide are you?
My feet are like over a foot apart.
Oh.
Yeah, that's way too wide, and I'm gonna show you, and I'll talk about it as well. When I have my rope in front of me, as if I am jumping, just letting the rope kind of hang. Like the U of where the rope is gonna come under me is going to come up against my ankles. It's not even gonna touch my feet. for those of you who can see, I'm kind of swinging the rope and it's hitting my ankles. Like there's no way I'm gonna be able to jump with my feet not hitting the rope unless I'm literally tucking my knees to my chest, which is not what we want to do right now. So,
you know, as you get comfortable and learning the move, I would start, how she said, with just making sure your feet are maybe, what'd you say? How far were they initially? About
like no more than 6 inches apart.
Yeah, 6 inches apart, you know.
Because you see now, if they're that 6 inches apart, it's much closer to that circle.
Yeah.
So now I'm able to actually jump through. And even if you're still struggling, even with that, like it doesn't have to be that far. You can just do teeny tiny 1 inch movements on each side.
When you start moving, going really fast, you know, you will probably have to bring it in a little bit. I know for me, when I start doing, I want to say power side straddles, because this is one of my go-tos actually, guys. So I will literally spread my legs sometimes as wide as this mat is, and my mat right here that I stand on, you know, for our videos is about
2 feet.
About 2 feet, right? Yeah, so I'm literally 2 feet wide with my feet, and then I bring them back together. But I'm not jumping too fast, you know. I do that just because, of course, benefits, you know. And
that is something to build up.
Yeah, that is something to build up.
Make sure to start small.
There's also a flexibility aspect to that. You know, if you can't spread your legs this wide and stay stable, or even just spread your legs this wide, you know, as far as 2 feet, then you're not going to bring your legs out that, you know, that far. Especially
we don't want you to start there. Really
especially if
build
you're super
that
tight,
up, get that
you know?
mobility, and figure out the timing as well. So yeah, it's just like that, just out and in, out and in.
Yeah.
3 and 9, back to the middle.
Now, I will say this too, just because we've seen people do jumping jacks. I just witnessed this actually a couple of days ago. I coach an athlete and in track, and I told her, okay, we're going to do some jumping jacks, and her jumping jacks was different. Like, it's not like they were wrong, they were just different. You know how some people, they do jumping jacks with legs go out, arms go up, right? And then when legs come in, arms go down, right?
She did it backwards.
She did it backwards. So her legs went out, her arms went down. And then when her legs came in, her arms went up. I was like, oh.
Interesting.
Like, interesting, you know? And that's the thing. When I told her, I was like, you do your, I didn't say she was wrong. I was just like, wow, you do your jumping jacks different. She was like, well, how are you supposed to do them? And I just told her, I was like, well, you know, how I've learned jumping jacks and how I do jumping jacks. And I explained to her that, how, you know, everything goes out, arms go up, legs go out, you know, all that stuff. That's how I did it. It's like she didn't know that, right? It's like she didn't learn it before. So I said all that just to say this. Okay, so, and I'll kind of walk through it too at the same time. When you're doing this with the rope, your legs are pretty much out when the rope is over your head. And then when it comes back around to jump, you're jumping, and now your legs are back in the center, okay? I don't want you to jump and try to spread your legs when the rope is going around and is right there for you to jump. So yeah, I said that to make this point, you know, let's teach you how to do it correctly, right? So you won't be hitting your ankles like Rebecca said. So my blind and visually impaired jump rope master, to you, what I just did was I started with the rope behind me. My arms are at basic bounce form. My legs are together. I'm twirling the rope, and then I jumped with my legs out.
And the rope hit his legs.
Yeah, the ropes hit my legs. So I went to jump like side straddle or jump rope jack, and my rope hit my legs. So what I'm saying is, if you want to start this move Well, of course, first, like we said, you start in basic balance. And when the rope is going over your head, you then spread your legs
and bring them back in
and
together
bring them
when
back
you're going
in.
over the
Exactly. So as you can hear the rope now, I'll explain it to you right here. Out, in, 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 out. And I hope you're hearing when the rope is hitting the mat, I'm saying in. It's out and then hit. That's when I jumped. And then in, rope hit, jumped. Out, jump, rope hit, in. You see? So make sure you're jumping. It's a fast jump, of course. We're jump rope. We're jump roping.
You can also take it slow, really get that motion down.
Yeah.
So don't get frustrated.
Of course.
Keep working at it.
You know, you start with out the rope, like Rebecca mentioned, just practicing the legs. And then when you start the rope, out, in, out, in, out, in. You know, you can go that slow or you can go slower. You know?
And just slowly build it up.
Yeah, remember, you control the rope. Don't let the rope control you. It's based off of your intensity.
Be intense.
Be the Becca.
That's right. Get this move down, y'all.
My wife is so intense, but
Very much so.
okay, but yeah.
But yeah, keep working at it. Sometimes it can get frustrating.
It can get frustrating, but this move, like I said, this is a go-to of one of mine. I love this move. This is fun, and honestly, make sure you try to keep your legs straight. You know, soft knees, soft knees. I think I was doing it myself a little bit. Sometimes I get in, and this isn't a bad way of doing it, but it's a little more advanced, I guess you could say. But sometimes I get a little squat in there when I spread my legs and then I jump back in, you know, kind of like a quarter squat and then jump back. Just cause it's like, all right, you know, power jump, you know. But
yeah, try to keep your legs straight first. Again, like get the basics first, and then if you want to try to play around with it, maybe get a little extra benefits out of it.
Yeah.
Like, by all means.
Yeah.
Make sure you've got that form down first.
Yeah, and I'll show you what it looks like up to speed, or let you hear what it sounds like up to speed, too. So here we go. We're gonna start out in basic bounce form, and then here we go.
Out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in.
As you can see, I'm really on my toes here when I start going faster, and I'm not going out too wide because, as you can see, whew, you're gonna start moving. And honestly, when I start going faster, I'm on, of course, the balls of my toes, and I'm really light on my toes. And honestly, too, I'm in that athletic position.
Yeah, that ready stance.
Yeah, that ready stance.
Really keeping that
Really
core.
keeping that, yeah, and I'm...
Because without keeping that core, he wouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah. And as you can see, too, or hear how fast I was going, you really gotta be light on your toes. And that's what you wanna be, too, when if you're an athlete, if you're one of our jump rope master athletes, you know, you wanna be light on those toes so you can make those changes of direction, because of course you wanna be agile, light on your toes, quick on your feet, you know, and yeah, this is gonna help with those inner and outer thighs. So wait, anything else you wanna add?
No.
Yeah, so recap. Yeah, so circling back, recap. What this move helps us with is, Becca.
Greatly with your coordination. Yeah, helps with me. Yeah, it helps with your coordination, your agility, and your balance as well. And we're strengthening those inner and outer thigh muscles, especially.
It's helping with that center of gravity, right? Helping you be stable. it is helping you with those lateral shifting capabilities and with changing of direction super quick with speed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so remember this move, you keep your arms in the basic bounce form. You know, left leg goes to the 9 o'clock, right leg goes towards the 3.
At the same time.
At the same time, just like jumping jacks. You know, you're jumping jacking your legs, and remember, you're
Small movement first.
and
Bring them back in.
you're literally jumping with every twirl of the rope, with every jump, right? And just like I mentioned, you're not going to jump with your legs out with the rope going around and it's right there on the ground. Remember that timing, guys. So when the rope is going over your head, you know, you jump out and then make sure you touch and go, touch and go, touch and go, touch and go. You know, so touch, that's out, and go, that's back in. And then of course, you start going faster. If you want to do it again, you can just stay right here and then go touch, go, touch, go, touch, go. You know.
Play around with it.
Yep. Just play around with it. That's what the workouts are for. They're in the digital downloads section.
You'll figure out how to string a few in together at a time, just like our usual jumps. And you can build up 5, 10, 15 reps, 20, 25, 50.
Yep.
And yeah, like we said, throw them in your workouts.
Yep.
See how many you can string together with other jump rope moves.
Yep. You've made it this far. It's a lot of moves you've learned so far, which, you know, you have a lot in your repertoire now. So play around with it. If you got any questions, make sure, of course, y'all already know, reach out to us, reach out to the community. Thank you once again for being here with us. Always grateful and thankful for you being a part of this. And we thank you for allowing us to be a part of your lives in jump rope mastery.
I'm proud of you and all of your work, your progress. Keep it up.
We see you.
We see you.
I mean, well, I hear you. And
see
we
your
are
work
here
and
for
your
you.
progress.
Yep, we are here for you. And let's keep jumping.